The global coronavirus pandemic is having a pretty big effect on our day-to-day lives at the moment, hence why this video comes from the sanctity of my driveway and not some far-flung exotic location. Whilst much of the UK is in isolation, there's still some of you out there who need to drive, who need to get about. If you're an NHS staff worker, a key worker, looking after the vulnerable or volunteering. So here's our top 5 tips to keep your car as coronavirus free as possible. Now it might sound obvious, but wiping down surfaces that you regularly come into contact with can help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Things like sanitising wipes and sprays are perfect for this, and prime targets are door handles, buttons, any sort of switchgear, the steering wheel and your touchscreen infotainment system. But don't use a spray directly on your touchscreen or buttons. Use a cloth instead, as we don't want your infotainment system to become the first electronic victim of the coronavirus. Some people may need to transport the vulnerable from time to time, and the interior of the car, well, it's not the best place to keep your distance, is it? We recommend dividing the passengers where possible, keeping the driver up front, obviously, and the passengers in the back where possible. Now, obviously it goes without saying, don't carry more people in the car than what you actually need to. While on the topic of interiors, if you are transporting people, you need to think about ventilation. Keeping a couple of windows open will maintain plenty of fresh air in the car, while making sure the air conditioning is off and not recirculating will prevent any nasties being blown about the cabin. Some healthcare professionals have highlighted that fuel stations could be a place to potentially spread coronavirus, what with everybody handling the fuel pumps all day long. Our advice when filling up is to grab some of the plastic gloves that are available or take some of your own. But what if your car's due an MOT whilst the whole country is seemingly on lockdown? Well, the British government announced the other day that if your MOT is due after the 30th of March, it'll face a 6 months exemption, meaning that's one less thing that you and your car have to worry about. Head to YesAuto.com for the latest car news and reviews, and don't forget to check us out on social media. We're in all the usual places such as Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Simply search for YesAuto.